welcome to the vlog, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hoping you're having a great day. Well, here's today's video. So please like and subscribe and share this with your friends. And please hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Enjoy the video. Take care. All right, welcome to the vlog. Well, are you ready for the July 4th fireworks? Well, too bad. There's no fireworks allowed in any of the cities here in the Bay Area, and I'm glad they don't do that anymore. But still, even though you ban people from using fireworks, they'll still do it. But got to be careful with using fireworks because of the fires that the dry grass around. I don't know, not too long ago we had so many fires going on. So government is just cracking down on that, and also it's some of these fireworks are so damn loud. It's almost like a grenade or a bomb, and some people have been injured by that. Some people have their fingers blown off, especially a bunch of kids who are just playing around too much and are not careful. So I'm glad fireworks is not going to be allowed. And I know by tomorrow it's going to be really loud, but I got my earplugs. So, does anybody have plans for the weekend? What are you doing? Let me know. Put a comment in the description below. I'd be interested in seeing what some of my friends and family are doing for the July 4th weekend. Oh man, I wish I could go out and do some stuff, but unfortunately things are still closed. Businesses are still not operating, so it doesn't make sense to be going out and doing stuff. So I'll probably stick around doing some local stuff. Hopefully I'll have some more videos to show you. But alright, oh wow, I was just passing by the major freeway going home, and the traffic is ridiculous. Where are people going? They're going to Reno, Las Vegas, or are these parts unknown? We don't know. God, the traffic was crazy. Okay, we'll be right back. All right. Now that the governor says to shelter in, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here in California, man. The last few weeks, they allowed restaurants to open, to put tables outside, and then all of a sudden, he said there's a spike in corona. You know, I don't really understand that, and I think, please, you guys out there, you gotta stop listening to these governors and these politicians, because if you really research it carefully, you'll see that there is a spike in, well, there's always been a spike in coronaviruses, but if you really look at it and you analyze it and get the real true information, you'll see that the deaths, those people who are, there's a low percentage of people that are dying from the corona, but because they're basically doing more testing, there's going to be a lot of more cases of corona. But the fact that people are not dying, that's the thing that you gotta, those are the kind of information that you gotta use to determine whether or not it's safe to go out there and to go out to eat, go out to a bar, go out to the beach. Excuse me, but the governor, he closed the beaches down, excuse me, and the parks. We'll see how that happens. I don't think people are going to listen to that. July 4th is historically a really important day where people and families get together. They go to the park. They celebrate by cooking barbecue, enjoy each other's company. And if you have a family at the park, why would you have to worry about corona? It's just something, oh my God, it's a terrible thing. And I'm getting mad. You should be angry too. People need to go out. I've said that from time and time again, but that's what government are trying to do, is try to control you. Okay, that's enough. I'm not going to say anything. But here we are, crossing the overpass again, and I can see, overlooking the freeway. Oh my God, it's full of traffic. Boy, that's bad. So I lost a lot of people are going home, or maybe there's a lot of people that are going on vacation. I don't know. Now, if you go on vacation somewhere, most likely places are going to be closed. There's not going to be any dining in. But maybe they're going to the casino. Speaking of casino, wow, I'd like to go. It's been a while. Okay, we'll be back. We're at the stoplight again. All right, we're back again. I just dropped off a pizza for Frankie, my nephew. But we're here in San Lorenzo. It's a small, nice community out here. A lot of nice houses. Just to tell you how safe it is to live here, I mean, for the last few years, they don't even have their own police department. In most cities who don't have a police department, that means that they don't have any crime. But within the last 2 years, I've noticed there's been a spike of crimes, though. I mean, there's some burglaries around the neighborhood, and I've seen some people doing donuts. If you guys are familiar with donuts, that means when you take your car, and these young kids are driving in circles at a high rate of speed. It's a stupid thing. And they call them sideshows in Oakland. And it's been a problem that law enforcement haven't been able to control. And you got all these young people with nothing to do. Oh, by the way, with people, when they have nothing to do, you could see why they go out there and start protesting. Oh man, it's another thing. It seems to be quieting down now. You don't see a lot of people protesting out there anymore because the President of the United States says if you are destroying, or if you are in the act of vandalizing private property, but in a federal property, it's 10 years in prison. So and all these other places, private property or some public property, the local government doesn't do very much. But ever since the stupid thing that happened in Seattle recently, where CHOP took over the whole city, these Democratic mayors, yeah, I'm getting political, the Democratic mayors have let it all get out of control. These guys are supporting this violence and all that. It's got to stop. But yeah, if you're vandalizing anything like statues or any kind of property owned by the government, you can go to jail for 10 years. And the law enforcement, like the FBI, they can catch you because they got sophisticated equipment. They're using drones to monitor you, to catch you. But there's been thousands of these stupid people destroying public property. But so far they've only caught like maybe 100 or more, and there's still thousands out there that got away with it. So we'll see what happens with this. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, as I was saying, what's been really disturbing for me is to see that there's a lot of people that have just been driving reckless here on the city streets. Everybody seems to be driving at least more than 10 to 20 miles per hour. Like speed limit here is like what, 30. I've noticed people were going at least 50. So that's pretty scary. The fact that they do set these speed limits here, because there are people who are walking, crossing the streets, but most importantly, the roads here aren't that great. There's a lot of potholes, and you know, if the stoplights here too are not in sync. In other words, Some turn green, and there's another stoplight ahead of it. It turns red. So it's like red, green, red. Stop and go, stop and go. But right now, it's just okay. Every time I'm driving along this main strip here, the stoplights are all green, so that's a good sign. But earlier, I was watching other cars and other areas in the city where the stoplights turned green and then turned red, and they're pretty close to each other. Now here we are at the stoplight again. Okay, we're on the move again. Sorry about that, but every time we come up to a stoplight, I have to pause the video because I don't know how long the video is going to be, or how long the stoplight's going to be. Usually it's 2-3 minutes, so it doesn't make sense to be filming while I'm at a stop sign. So that's why when you see me say we'll be right back, and here we go again. We're at a stop sign. We'll be back. And we're back. Well, traffic seems to be getting busier every day now. I mean, last month I would drive on this street every day, and there was just no traffic at all. And as you can see, there is traffic. I guess that's a good sign, but I kind of miss the fact that I didn't have to stop and go, and every time I would drive on this street, I would hit the stop sign, the stoplight all the time, and instead of taking me only 30 minutes to get home, when it's busy like this, sometimes it takes me about 45 to an hour. But I shouldn't complain. I know a bunch of people that are living so far away from Hayward and San Leandro and San Francisco, and they have to take the freeways, and that's really horrible. I don't know if you can see it, but there's Seafood City, Filipino Market, and Jollibee. You know, I have to say something about Jollibee. I mean, last month I went to Jollibee and bought one of my favorite meals, the burger steak. And I can tell you, I was so disappointed because when I got my meal, it was so greasy, number one. The meat looked old. It wasn't fresh. And you could tell, you know, by the look of it. And the rice, well, let's not even get into that. But it wasn't very good, and I was disappointed. I spent $6 for a meal like that. You would expect to get something fresh, but I don't know what's going on. I guess just because of the corona or the COVID, people aren't buying fast foods there that much anymore. But I mean, I don't think you should be afraid of buying food, because when the food is being cooked, especially even if you heat it up, whatever, well, make sure you heat up your food too. When you buy food from a restaurant, it's usually cooked under high heat, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. And it's sad because I guess a lot of people just don't have the money to go out and buy food anymore. People are utilizing their unemployment to pay for their rent and their mortgage. Okay, we're going to be back. We're at the red light. All right, we're back. We're hitting a lot of the stoplights again. It's annoying. But we're just cruising past San Lorenzo. And San Lorenzo, it's like another quiet community. A lot of old houses, mostly senior citizens living here. But usually people, a lot of retirees. It's a very nice community. And oh my God, we just passed the freeway on ramp, and the traffic going towards San Francisco and going north is so backed up. Never seen it like that. Wow, that's been a long time coming, seeing traffic. But even on this main street, there's a lot of traffic. But I don't know. Ooh, that's a nice car. What is that? I don't know if you can see that car on my right. Oh, it's a Chevrolet. Yeah, Chevrolet is no good. Their cars are really horrible. But you see a lot of people buying it. It does have a nice style to it. It looks really nice. But a lot of cars these days, a lot of manufacturers like Nissan, which is owned by another company. I think they're owned by, I forget who they are. Were they owned by the Indians? I'm not sure. Post a comment on the description if you know where the new owners of Nissan. But the quality of their cars have went down. Oh, there's another restaurant out there. It's interesting. It's I've never eaten there, but it's they have seating outside. Cool. Let's see what's going on over here. In this restaurant that I go to, they have excellent food. In fact, the food that they sell here is like family style. And what I mean by family style is that the food, they give you big portions. They give you a lot. So let's take a look and see what's, oh wow. I don't know if you can see it, but what the city and county health department have done, they've allowed a lot of restaurants. You can't eat inside the restaurant, but you could eat outside to dine out. And check this out. Oh, there's another pothole. Look at this. Wow. You could eat here. They've had tables set up where you could eat. Yeah, that's cool. And they even have some in the front. Sorry about the sunlight, guys. Yeah, they have tables outside. It's cool. I'm glad to see that. But we should all look forward to when we could go inside and eat. But that may be a pretty good option, you know, if you want to get a great atmosphere by having food served outside in the fresh air and the sun. Boy, I like that. Okay, we'll be back. All right, we're back. That's the bad part about driving sometimes, because like I said, you know, if there's traffic, you're gonna hit the stoplights, so it's stop and go. But so far it looks okay, except another thing that really annoys me a lot is the fact that you're driving on the street. Now I don't know if you can see it, but here the road has been repaved, but there's still potholes in there. So I don't understand how these people who are the city spend so much money to fix these roads, and there's still some damn potholes. It's annoying. It annoys me. Oh, here's another pothole. Wow, that was a huge one, and this road has been paved. This company that's doing the road paving is really lousy. Now we're getting it to San Lorenzo, another city, and the repavings just stopped. So I guess San Lorenzo hasn't been doing their part in trying to keep the roads in good condition, because there's a lot of holes here. My car has low profile tires and mag wheels, so what that means is the tires are super thin. It's just a cosmetic thing. It makes your car look a little bit cooler. You know, your car is lowered. What I mean lowered is the body frame is almost close to the ground, and it's supposed to make your car aerodynamic and faster, and it's true, it does. But then again, you know, you have to understand that when you lower your car and you use these low profile tires, and let me tell you, these low profile tires aren't cheap. So if you're hitting a big hole or a pothole on the street, you're going to really put a wear and tear and damage to your tire. And so that's the thing I worry about too, because I can't tell you how many times I've had to replace my tire because I hit a pothole. So I'm really very careful when I'm driving now. I know, yeah, everybody's been telling me that, why did you buy low profile tires? Just buy regular tires. It just doesn't look good. It adds that stylish factor to your automobile when you can buy low profile tires. And for you guys who are really into cars, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, San Lorenzo's got to get in with the program and try to get their streets a little bit more nicer. Yeah, let's see. In the last 4 years, I've actually had to replace 4 of my tires. There were some cases where I even hit a big pothole on the freeway, and boom, not even 10 seconds, my tire went flat, and I was going like 50 miles an hour or more. Boy, I tell you, I was running on my rims, and I said, oh shoot. So there was no place on the side to stop. I had to drive a few miles, and what that did was it ruined my rim. It bent it all out of shape, so I had to buy another rim and another tire. Oh my God, it was a terrible thing, terrible expense. And I've learned my lesson now. I'm not really into the style factor anymore. It's all about trying to drive a decent car and get regular tires, because when you hit a bump with the regular tires, the tires are gonna sustain less damage than when a low profile. So I've learned my lesson. I guess I'm over that phase of my life where I'm trying to make my car look cool. In fact, my car really needs a paint job, and a couple of other things. And my friend says, man, you got a car that's 20 years old. And I go, yeah, but it only has like 60,000 miles on it, because I don't drive too far. My work is really close. So what's the sense of buying a really fancy car when you don't drive a lot? Yeah, I mean, it's cool if you got a family. You want to, you need to get the best car available for safety for your family. But for me, it's just a single guy. I've been able to save a lot of money, because nowadays, if you buy a new car, it's going to cost you like $400 a month for payments. And I don't want to get into that for the next 4 or 5 years. Okay, we'll be right back. And we're back again. We are now just entering San Leandro, my city. And I usually take the back roads going home because traffic. And plus, it's so quiet over here. I don't know if you could see it, but most of the buildings out here are commercial. Some commercial businesses. Here's a company that hasn't taken off its plywood yet, but the rioting has stopped, and I think people should start removing their not plastic, but their wood to protect their windows. I don't think anybody's going to come around here and break your windows. But like I said, this is like in a commercial area. You're not going to see a lot of, well, there may be a few houses, but mostly commercial businesses. And these places are very far from the freeway. And most of those looters and rioters, they like to vandalize buildings and businesses that are close to their freeway so they can escape. But as you can see, there's a lot of business here. Like there's a furniture store, there's a plastic store, there's a security, where they sell locks and stuff for your car and businesses. And there's a company here that makes, what do you call those, paper bags. And this, I don't know if you can see, this building right here is a garbage. This is where they process garbage. And I was often wondering what was going on there because it smells pretty bad. And okay, we gotta stop. We're at the light. All right, that's the end of today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe this video, and please hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the video. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.